Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will kick it away first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're going back to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Makes the grab. It's Coleman. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Snagged out of the air. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Barnes. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker, it's Wheeler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be and know where to run.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
It's on target and complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Manning. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes a connection. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Hits a seam wide open. Inside the touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Going up top again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Lots of running room. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Strong, firm tackle. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Still looking, on the move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat up.
Turning on the Jets. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Heaves it deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He lets one fly deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
That's That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Handoff from the gun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Bring in the heat. Finds him out of the backfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
You know, momentum in college football is a real thing, and after scoring on their last drive and still trailing in game, the head coach decides to take a chance, roll the dice, go onside kick, and they get it. If they can score here, all of a sudden,
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Finds his man. It's Hardy. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Going up top. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Missouri. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
To the air, it's Mateer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running back searching for a hole. Sweet cut. Wide open spaces. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Burks. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time. They can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Finds the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy.
There he goes to the left. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been...
And he throws another interception. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. he'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my rump. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's Mateer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. Across the 25. He's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else else comes out of Big Ten country from this one? Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags it down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Fires to the big fella.
And this game is obviously out of hand. Yeah, but I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The play action fake. Looking left. He's got it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hands it off. Picks up the first down, still moving. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't
going to let it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
4-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're still firing away even with this lead. Buying some time. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.